Welcome everyone to Price Action Live at Traders Post for October 2nd, 2025. I'm one of your traders, Tom Hartman, alongside Mike NQ Sniper Christensen, co-founder and CSO of Traders Post. We're also joined today by Nick, the Mustang Trader, but more on him in a little bit. Up to 4 days a week at Price Action Live, we trade in front of you using the advanced trade execution engine known as Traders Post, the epic software that upgrades your trading. Whether trading stocks, futures, options, or crypto, Traders Post has got you covered. And today, we're going to be trading prop firm accounts. But Nick, I wanted to ask you, what's your asset of choice? What's your platform of choice?
I'm using TradingView. I trade mostly ES and NQ. That's it.
Awesome. So a futures guy as well. Love it. So you're one of the good people. Not
Yeah, I'm not trading Forex.
Or altcoins on cryptos looking for Pepe coin moves.
No, I'm not a degenerate gambler. I'm not playing that game today.
If you guys are, just to remind everyone, we're using traderspost.io, the platform that allows us to connect different prop firm accounts together. But it's not limited to just prop firms. We can connect all kinds of different connections, from crypto exchanges to prop firms to brokers themselves. If you go to traderspost.io/connections, you'll be able to see all the different integrations possible. So that's right. You can send a signal over to us and then have that trade execute across a number of different platforms at the same time, which is absolutely fantastic. It has been described, Trader Post has been described as the Iron Man suit of trading. And that's, I really like that. It's been stuck in my mind. And that's how I feel when I use the platform. Now, we're going to be on TradingView with sending signals from this platform over to Traders Post. You guys have seen that before on different price action lives, but just as a reminder, essentially, we will have a line on the chart, and we add an alert on that line, and then we can send a message specifically to our webhook at Traders Post. So here in my subscription, for my strategies, I can go ahead and grab the webhook signal URL from the top right, paste that within my alert message on TradingView, and that way any signal that comes through will be routed to that location. It's a great way of having my signal source be in one spot, but trade multiple different accounts at the same time. Guys, about levels, looking for the levels. If we were taking a look at futures for the indices, ES, NASDAQ, even Bitcoin is ripping. It seems like the trade is just buy, go long, hold, and don't think about anything else. What are you guys seeing here in the markets?
It feels like it, although, as I mentioned before we went live here, I'm more of a short seller, more of a bias towards the short side. This looks extremely overbought to me on every time frame. So I'm looking to see how we open. I'm going to wait for the first few minutes, and I'm expecting that we should finally see a retrace at some point here. But if you've tried it all to short in the last couple of days, you've gotten absolutely murdered. So I'm going to be real careful here from the open. Nick, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing short sellers getting smoked today.
I'm gonna get smoked.
You're talking about playing off the top and waiting for a retrace.
Potentially.
I'm not seeing it. It's been consistently going up day after day, all-time high. Nothing's stopping this. A government shutdown hasn't stopped this.
That's true. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the one thing that I kind of hope for this morning is that jobs data may or may not be positive. If it was negative, obviously that would have pulled things back. But because of the government shutdown, we don't have jobs data today. So that's an interesting thing to be behind on and to not really rely on as an economic data point.
But the last time we had jobs data, we had crap for jobs data. There was a bunch of hooey going on with that, and it's still ripped higher.
That's a really good point. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm pretty much a permanent bull right now.
Sure. Smart choice.
All-time highs will continue until morale improves. That seems to be the message from the administration.
That's the message. I got to get on board here.
The thing is, it just feels so good to short. Oh, it just feels so right when you short and you get into that perfect move. It's just you feel like a genius. That's what it feels like to me.
You're not wrong, Tom. I think that's usually where I find myself enjoying the trade, just because of the panic of it, if you will. The speed of pullbacks is usually a lot faster than the speed of melt ups, and I like to capture those moves pretty quickly, but it doesn't always happen, especially in this market right now.
You're also a little bit younger than me. I don't need that much excitement in my life. I'll end up having a heart stroke at the desk. Oh God.
Well, taking a look at the levels here, one thing I am happy about is that the levels we've been calling out have actually been the right support and resistance levels here. So we did have 2 days ago in the overnight, the drop on the NASDAQ to the 24,647 level. It bounced right off there and made its way upwards. The next level I'm seeing to the downside, if we're going to be looking at the downside at all, would be the 24,858 level, which also coincides with the weekly VWAP. So that would be pretty interesting. Do we get there in any time frame that makes sense for shorting? I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any signs for that, other than the overbought levels. We're overbought on the almost completely overbought on the 2 hour. We're overbought on the 15 minutes, overbought on the 5 minute, and of course the 1 minute. Well, who cares? You can lose your life on trading the 1 minute.
On the 1 minute.
Right, exactly.
For every minute you spend on the 1 minute, you lose 5 minutes of your life.
Oh, great. This is fantastic. I'm so glad to have Nick on today to add to the quotes that we need to add to our Rolodex of quotes, Tom.
It's going to be a lot of stupid dad jokes and ridiculous nonsense. So I'll apologize now.
No, don't apologize. We're trying to make t-shirts of some of the random shit that we say on the show. So appreciate you adding to the context there.
All right, fair enough. Just send me a shirt.
Will do. Nick, to get some context here, I know you've been a bit of a power user of Traders Post. Did you have anything you wanted to share about your experience there?
So had a little bit of a rough start, but again, like I said, I'm a little bit older than you, so tech savvy is not my middle name. But now that I'm used to it, I'm actually going to start moving all of my funded accounts and personal accounts over there. So that'll tell you something.
That's awesome.
Trading my my personal accounts, because I use 5 different accounts for personal capital. Moving those over there, actually I'm going to be doing that tonight, will be a game changer for my bank account.
That's fantastic. So for those that are listening along, you have a bunch of eval accounts on Traders Post at this point. And I know when I got introduced to you, a lot of people saw you as a power prop firm trader, if you will. Can you share how many accounts you're trading at this point?
A few. So funded 52.
52 accounts. Got it.
Prop, I would have to look. It's somewhere in the low to mid 40s. And then 5 personal accounts.
Amazing. Appreciate that.
Well, we are 30 seconds away from open.
I was gonna say, let's get focused here.
Quick look here is that we have the dollar that's still in this consolidation range, but trending lower. We have Bitcoin trying to break. Looks like maybe we get the all-time highs over the next couple of days. Oil is falling, and equities and gold futures are up. So let's see what the open will be like.
So for ES right now, we got orders up at 67.85. A couple of them are algos. We got another set of orders at 67.8250 and immediate sells. All right.
Look at that. All right. Is that the fake out?
There we go. Yeah, starting to look like a little tail in the end now, finally, but we'll see. For the last 48 hours, I've been tricked over and over again as a short seller.
And you've probably been awake the whole time, just mainlining coffee and.
No, I only took a few trades. I'm exaggerating a little bit.
Oh no, that's what happened to me last night. I was doing it last night. I was like, oh, it's gonna fall. Tokyo session's gonna fall. London session's gonna fall. Nope. Shorted the whole way.
I was on a long pre-market today. Close that out, but I don't know, 10 minutes to 9.
Oh yeah, so you close out your positions before 9 and you avoid the opening range. You were saying that
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you're saying you don't want the volatility in the first 15 minutes?
Nope. I'm not, like I said, I don't want to have the heart attack that comes with that type of movement. Anything that I'm trading pre-market gets closed prior to 9 o'clock. There are exceptions to that rule, but as a general rule, I'm out 5 minutes to 9 at the latest. I don't trade the New York Open until 9:45, and I just wait for the trend to get set. If there isn't 15 minutes worth of time in there, there's no trend. And I just trade off of VWAP and trend, and that's it.
Right. That's going to be my next question. All right. So VWAP and trend. Do the levels that are set from the opening range, are you taking that, the high and low, as data to trade off of, or do you sort of like ignore
Depends on the movement and the volume. If it's breaking through the opening range and it retests it or comes back to VWAP and retests it, I'll get into a long or a short, depending. After the initial balance is set, if it's range bound, I'll play it from top to bottom to top, but I don't like the mid range.
Got it.
Mid range tends to just chop me up. I'm taking paper cuts all day long.
Right.
Oof. Okay, she's pulling back now.
All right, so this would be classic pullback to, okay, so the next level down here is 25,123, and after that is the EVWAP. We are getting, well, I'm not going to waste 5 minutes of my life on the 1 minute. Let me move back to the 5 minute chart. What's the lowest time frame, Nick, that you'll pay attention to?
So I watch the 15 for basically for trend. I enter on the 5. I manage on the 2.
Interesting. All right. Well, on the 5, we got 25,123. But let's see if we can break this level. We're at 141.
A little bit of congestion here on TradingView this morning. I'm having a hard time getting my alerts started.
Where was the sell-off last night? I was waiting for it. My goodness. I would have loved this. I've been fighting. My new rule is I take a look at the 2 hour for some levels to support and resistance levels, major support and resistance levels, and then I try to forget everything above the 15 minute, because you can't hold these positions, you can't swing them, you can't hold them long, and I'm like, why am I going to waste my time with that? So now 15 minute is my high time frame. That's my new mentality.
That makes sense.
That's the same way I do it. I'm not gonna be in a trade for an hour. I'm scalping and day trading. Why do I care what happened an hour ago or 2 hours ago?
What's the typical structure of your scalp, Nick?
So hold on 1 second.
Yep. Lock in.
Yeah, sorry. I ain't that smart. I can't do more than one thing at a time.
Totally get it. I'm the same way.
Look at that sell-off.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right, there we go. If you caught my screen, I just took a $300 trade there. Up 468 on that account.
Nice.
All right, 1 for 1 so far.
So I'm sorry. You said what was the structure of it?
Yeah, like for me, I usually what I do is I measure volatility and I'm looking at ATR. So my stop is usually somewhere around the ATR. I'll usually put it at 20 points or 25 points. And if we're in a really tight range where volatility is really small, my take profit will get a lot smaller. So usually my take profit is 10 or 15 points at the most, or in lower volatility environments, about 5 to 8 points. But I keep it pretty upside down, where it's sort of negative RR, if you will.
So I don't pay attention to an R at all. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people are going to call me an idiot for this, but I'm either going to make a little bit of money or I'm going to lose a little bit of money. I'm more concerned about my stop loss and managing my risk than I am about how much money I'm making. You can be a bear, you can be a bull, you can be a pig. Pigs get slaughtered and eaten. Don't be a pig.
Don't be a pig. Got it.
All right. So if it goes up 5 points and I'm looking at a chart and I get an indication that it's going to start pulling back, I'll take that 5 points. Even if the range has been 25, that's 5 points that I didn't have before.
Nice. We judge here based on success. No one is an idiot, except if they regularly lose money and don't do anything to change it. That's the only crime, the only excommunication that you can have here.
Well,
I'm still, I have always traded before long-term trades. This whole short-term thing has only started doing price action live. And so I've had to rejigger my whole mentality because I'm used to holding on trade. Options, I was trading options for like, sometimes I'll hold a position for a year. I'm just trading the option space.
I'm holding 500 contracts and options right now.
Yeah.
The expiration dates are in January, next August, and I think next December.
Right.
So I get you.
Yeah, so a completely different mentality. And now that I have to do this on the 15-minute, my goodness, it's so different.
It's a different beast.
Alrighty.
Well, Mike, you got your sell off here on that queue.
A little bit of a retrace, and then it pulled back and kept going. Well, we have a pretty big gap to fill as well, and we just fell below the VWAP from the overnight. What we call the VWAP, it's our electronic VWAP indicator. So what I tend to do is trade from the regular trading hours, but I also want to know what's happening on the from the overnight as well. So I have both VWAP levels on my chart. I'm looking at the session VWAP. This is a nice clean close below VWAP, and the next support level in my mind would be somewhere around yesterday's high at 036, or the support one line, which is at 25,000, the psychological level.
So I'm looking at support on the ES at 67.65 right now.
Big hello to Adventura Trader who's in the chat. Welcome here. Peter is there as well. Market Butcher says, I'm a pig, Nick. That's the way he trades.
Dave, act like an adult.
Take advice from the master here. Nick says that's a bad idea.
I am no master.
All right, in my second short here, let's see if we can actually get this one to execute. It just wicked off my take profit. I hate that when that happens.
So when you say a move like this, obviously, I think I could guess your answer, Nick. When you say a move like this, a drop off in the morning, do you ever wish you were in it?
No.
Okay, so you're immune to that type of FOMO because
I don't. Go ahead.
We talk about the four different pains, or you have to choose what pain you can deal with, like the sort of pain that you can deal with and that you can't, defines who you are as a trader. Some people can't handle missing a trade, and other people can't handle FOMOing into a position. And then, so it can either be too early, be too late. You can not be in at all. You can be stuck in a trade. Is there any type of, where in the markets do you feel the most amount of stress or pain?
At the end of the day, when I look at my P&L, if I see red, that's where I feel the pain. Right now, it is 7:40 a.m. I've been awake for 2 hours. I've had 3 cups of coffee. I don't care. I'm going to watch what's going on. I'm going to look at these candles, and they're either going to tell me that I'm long or short. if I don't take a trade, I didn't lose any money. If I get into this now, because I'm generally long biased, I'm gonna lose money. There's gonna be another trade in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, tomorrow, next week. It doesn't
Just
matter.
wait for the next trade, right?
I've been doing this long enough now to know that every day is not going to be a winner. There's always going to be another trade. And the only thing that matters is your P&L at the end of the quarter. If it's green, you're doing well. If it's red, you need to rethink what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have losing days. You're going to blow, if you're trading prop, you're going to blow accounts. It doesn't matter. If you can trade well, it really does not matter. The only number that makes a difference is the one in your bank account at the end of the quarter, end of the year, being green.
I look forward to switching my pains to that. I love the story of trading. Because I don't live off of the capital that I use for trading. For me, I just like the to me, I treat it like being, when I used to do stand-up comedy, I treat it like being on stage. And I just want to have a good trade, an interesting move, which is, not great for long-term profitability, because I will take trades just for the interest of it.
All right. So if you're not living off your trading capital, then you really shouldn't have any FOMO about it, right?
Well, it's better now, but the FOMO that I have for it is that if I see a trade set up and then I didn't take it, I think to myself, I just wasted all that analysis that I did figuring out the setup, where it should go, and then I was sort of like worried or scared or distracted and I didn't take the trade. That's where my FOMO comes in.
So it's not about the money, it's about your time.
Correct. Yeah. Wow, look at that sell-off.
So I'm two for two here, up $1,000.
Way to go. Okay, so Mike.
Yeah.
So you're great at these types of moves. What's the mistake afterwards that you want to avoid if there's going to be any sort of hurdles?
I'm looking back at my journal, and there's several rules that I'm trying to stay consistent with. When one of the rules, and to lean into what Nick was saying there, is really around the risk management side. I've been trying to push myself to this one loss rule where I scalp for 10 points or so. But if I take one loss, it's a fairly big loss in the account, and it's all risk adjusted based on the drawdown of that account. Some accounts are one contract, some accounts are two contracts. It just depends on the size and how much drawdown's available. And the one loss is a very small portion of that drawdown. So if I hit that one loss, the next trade that I take has to have a really tight stop loss attached to it. And if I lose that one, then I have to be done for the day. So it's sort of a 1 to 2 loss rule depending on discretion, but I just try to keep it there. There are days though where I violate that rule and I overtrade, so I have to fix that problem. The other rule I'm trying to stick to though is really stop shorting above VWAP. That is the big one that I have in my notes. Above VWAP, stop shorting above VWAP. These last few days here have been brutal just because I keep thinking, all right, this has got to be it, right? This is the extension. No go.
You never fight VWAP.
Yeah. So right now, this is my zone. This is my hotspot here. We're below VWAP. Nice sell off right from the open. We've pretty much almost closed the gap at this point. I'd like to see it maybe touch 25K, but it looks like it's finding support here from yesterday's high, which I anticipated as being a support area. So I'm waiting to see where the next move goes.
I mean, I think for the session, at this rate, we could totally hit that 24,864.
Could be. I mean, a lot of profit taking is taking place right now for sure.
I forgot to look at the option space to see what the gamma is doing, because even though we had option expiry the 30th of September, the positions don't necessarily get put back on immediately, right, as of the 1st of October. And so we could still have this lack of downside protection all over the place. And so you can have this move that gets exacerbated towards the downside. Oh my God, look how beautiful
Nick, seeing
that
any
is.
longs here?
I am. I'm going to wait for this to come up to VWAP. If it breaks it and retests it, I'll go long. If it comes down off of VWAP with a bounce, I'll go short.
Got it.
So I don't really have a whole lot to add. Everything I do is so simple. There's no, my analysis is remedial at best. I literally just play with VWAP, opening range, and initial balance. That's it.
And you have your charts here on the regular trading hours?
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, wait.
So you're looking at the session VWAP then, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're on extended.
No, I'm on extended until 9:45.
Okay, so you are looking at a slightly different VWAP number unless you have like a special indicator on here that calculates the session VWAP.
I do.
Got it.
It's the Lux Algo's ASFX automated VWAPs.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So it does it on its own. I don't have to play around with it or mess with it at all.
Yeah. All right, look at that. Bounce right off of yesterday's high.
Yeah.
It's coming back up to retest the session VWAP.
Yeah, I'd be looking to short from 25.093.
I was going to say, it looks like both session VWAP and EVWAP are in tandem.
NQ and ES are doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're following in line with each other.
Gold is still moving.
Gold's going to move up as long as the dollar stays
low, yeah,
in the position it's in.
Yep.
I don't like to trade gold. Gold is too heavy.
Too heavy as in dollars per point?
Gold is heavy. Oil is slippery.
Did we just get another quote, Tom?
I'm writing it all down, buddy.
It's no thank you. Just no thank you.
No, thank you. No interest in those contracts.
Some government official somewhere could make a Twitter post and change the price of oil or gold immediately. I don't like messing with that.
That's a fair point. A lot more. There's a lot more participants in stock index futures, obviously. So you don't really mess around with Russell either, or
I have never even looked at the Russell.
Yeah, fair enough.
The DAX, the Russell, no.
Yeah.
I look at ES, NQ. I look at gold just to see what it's doing, but that's it.
What about Bitcoin?
It's a thing. It's a thing that I don't mess with.
It's a thing.
Bitcoin is, I mean, it's not that I don't have any faith in it. I understand how it works. I understand the halvings every 4 years or whatever. It's just not. I don't know enough about it. And frankly, I'm lazy. I don't really want to do that much research. I make money on ES and NQ. I work for 2 hours a day. I close my laptop. I go surfing. That's it.
Call it.
Wonderful. That sounds like a terrible life, Nick. Come on. You want to switch?
I thought you were making good life choices.
Smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee pre-market. So, hey.
All right. It looks like I really kind of missed the top of that retrace there. Normal. I don't want to chase this trade here, but that was what I was hoping for. But I thought for sure it might actually come a little closer to VWAP before it pulled back.
Same.
Yep. So it looks like we're heading to close the gap. I'm going to wait for another trade here.
My Atlanta. Look at you. This is what I was waiting for all night.
This is what's so frustrating, Tom, is to get eaten up for the last couple of days just to find this. I should have just waited for this session, obviously. To Nick's point, there's always a trade the next day, right? I didn't have to get ahead of it.
Well, with this administration, we're not going to lack movements in markets.
Yeah.
It's one of the interesting things.
What is it? Volatility equals opportunity. Is that right?
Oh yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. And actually, if anything, this 15-16 VIX environment has actually been just sort of, killer for my approach. I would like to see the VIX a little higher here, but it's been a while since we've seen the VIX above 17 even. Nick, how long have you been surfing for?
About a minute and a half.
He's doing it right now. We're missing it.
I'm actually getting barreled right now. It's a wave coming over me. No, I literally just started.
That's awesome.
I skateboarded and snowboarded for years. So managed to actually get up on the board. I'm a newbie. So, the locals here, everybody surfs.
Mm-hmm.
The beaches here, though, this is the off season. So I was on a beach yesterday. I looked to my left, I looked to my right, couldn't see a single person, just some iguanas, a couple of beach dogs, and hermit crabs everywhere. That was it.
Just you and the ocean. That's awesome.
It's been that way for the past couple of months. Everywhere that I've gone, with the exception of Tamarindo, is the beaches are empty. There's no people, and frankly, that's how I like it.
Yeah,
I was about to ask if that's the best thing.
Yeah. I having surfed in Santa Cruz and Huntington Beach, where things get real crowded, I am very envious.
Yeah, I mean, here, don't get me wrong, if you're a gringo coming from Canada or America and you steal a local's wave, you're probably gonna get your ass kicked.
For sure. And that's just
but it's that way everywhere.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where you are. There's good etiquette of surfing.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a thing? You could steal someone's wave?
Oh yeah, you get right in front of them? Absolutely. It's a lot like snowboarding too. I mean, I've been snowboarding since I was 16, and you don't want to. Your job is to watch out for the people in front of you, especially if you're going a lot faster than them.
I had the front of my snowboard run over by a skier, and this was many years ago when all the skiers just hated snowboarders for some reason. There weren't even half pipes at the ski lodges.
Yeah.
And I had a skier run over the front of my snowboard. It's like absolutely insane, trying to kill me.
Absolutely. Did he stop and apologize or anything, or?
No, he got hit with a snowboard at the bottom of the hill.
We won't say by whom.
Just some guy.
Just some guy.
Some guy.
All right. To run and joke internally, I'm against all outdoor activities. So I never get hit by snowboards or have my waves stolen from me or get sunburned or anything like that.
I'm a fan of anything on a board. Same thing here, Nick. I've been skateboarding since I was 11 and snowboarding since I was 16. Started surfing in my 20s. There is a feeling to it. There is a nirvana state you can get to, and it is just you just get elevated. It's amazing, Tom. One of these days we will get you out of your house.
Yeah, I like to get elevated before I get on a skateboard.
There you go. Fair enough.
But the skateboarding is great, and you're right. There's no feeling like it. You're going down a hill, just carving along until you hit a rock.
Oh, don't do that. I don't suggest that.
I have had my wheels stopped by rocks where my board just comes to a complete halt, and I just keep going.
Rocks are the worst. I try to stay on the long boards with bigger wheels in order to do some of the downhill stuff, but I've had the rock issue more than once on a smaller skateboard.
I am a big fan of half pipes.
Okay. Do you do the half pipe snowboarding as well, or did you at one point?
I did.
Yeah.
I haven't been snowboarding in a minute, but my son, when he was 15, 14, I took him to a skate park, and I hadn't skateboarded in years. And he's like, well, you did this. All right, I'm looking at shorts here off this New York VWAP.
Same.
Um,
I want to see a little bit more of movement below the 8 EMA though.
yeah, there's very little volume on this 5-minute candle right now.
Yep. ATR is still pretty high though. I'm appreciating the size of these candles.
I think
Should be a
if
quick
it
move.
breaks through this opening range low, it's probably going to rip in your favor because you're a short guy.
Yep.
Trading. I've never stood next to you, so I don't know any other way.
I am short compared to my entire team apparently, because everyone on my team are giants. They're all 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", but I am 6 feet.
So hey, you got a couple inches on me.
It's Trevor that destroyed the curve there.
Yeah, our another guy on our team, Trevor, is 6'4".
There's no need.
He's higher than 6'4". He's 6'7" or something.
No, he said he's 6'4".
There is
taller
no
than me.
need for that.
I'm 6'4".
Okay, so he's 6'4", 6'7". What's he compensating for? There is no need
No, he's got it
for
all.
anyone to be that tall, unless
He's
you're
got
playing
the
basketball.
intelligence, the good looks. We've got a tall and handsome team. So,
Well, shit, I'm never joining your team. Short guy with an ugly mug. Sorry.
we need somebody to balance us out. Come on, join the team,
All right.
Nick.
I'm looking at Bitcoin here. I'm just about to close my long on that. I'm nervous because Bitcoin keeps ripping, but with everything pulling back here, I wonder if I wonder if this drop that we're seeing here is the beginning of an end. Now we're gonna have a downtrend, lower highs all the way till March. Wishful thinking. There are no levels when we're in blue sky, folks. When we're at all-time highs, there's no level for me to look at above. But when we go down, right? Yeah, there's no resistance support levels. But when we go down, we know what the story is.
It's true.
Yeah, long-term trend, I'm still going to be bullish. Day over day 100%. And week over week, because that's where the trend has been going for 5 years. We had that Trump dump when he started with all the tariff nonsense,
right?
Where it dumped. But other than that, the market's just figured out that his tweets don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like nobody cares. He says tariff this or what economy that, and everybody just goes, yeah, okay, and then continues about their business.
I think he caught wind of that and then was like, well, fine, I'll bomb Iran. Does that get your attention?
I mean,
yikes.
You got to take attention away from other things at this point, right?
Yeah, that's right. Nick, did you take that short there?
No, I did not. I'm glad I didn't.
And I'm regretting it now. All right.
I try really hard not to force trades. It did not have a strong breakthrough of the opening range low, so I stayed out of it. There wasn't enough volume in that candle for me to actually get any to get behind the trade at all. It's still below VWAP, so I'm not going long yet. Didn't break through the opening range low with any volume, so I couldn't go short.
Copy that.
It's that mid-range nonsense that I like to stay out of.
Yep. So it seems like maybe here comes the bulls again to try to engulf this attempt at a retrace. I want to see how we respond here at session VWAP first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still inclined to believe we're headed towards 24,863, so I'd be shorting at 25.84 again, VWAP. Something similar happened on the 29th, where we had that big high, and then it just sold off all the way for 2 days. So we headed right down to that level. That low level was the 24,642 that we were aiming for, and that's exactly what happened. So I think we're done with this up move for a while.
Don't bet against the bulls.
All right, guys. Are you out of your trade, Mike?
Yeah, I got out.
Mhm.
I'm going to try to reestablish here now because we just rejected off of VWAP. Let's see where we go from here.
Rejected off of VWAP. Nick, were you, when you first started trading, or rather, when did VWAP become part of your trading style?
So I've only been trading futures for like 10 months now. I actually joined ASFX. Got this guy Evan as a coach, and that was it. I started trading VWAP. My trading got better weekly. I was consistently profitable, and that was it. I just stuck with it.
Nice.
So it's been about 10 months. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So before that, before you're trading futures, what asset were you trading?
I was trading stocks and options.
Okay. And do you prefer, like, do you like futures more, or is there like no preference? You're just gonna choose whatever instrument matters for your trade?
I still trade both. Stocks I will trade options on. If I'm looking for collecting premium on options, I'll sell puts. If I'm looking to buy a stock at a low price or a price that I find appropriate, I'll sell a put at a price that I want to buy it at. If it gets down to that price and I get put, great. I own the stock. If not, I collected the premium, so it's money in my pocket. I don't care. I'll do spreads on options, and then for stocks, I'll buy and hold until whenever. Only time I ever short stocks is Tesla.
The Widowmaker.
Oh, I've shorted Tesla 3 times and really happy about it.
Really? Okay.
I wouldn't hold Tesla if someone held a gun to my head.
Interesting. That's a stock that'll move on a tweet.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I wouldn't hold it.
Right.
But Elon's been pretty quiet lately, hasn't he?
Did he learn something?
That's the question.
All right, here we got the volume just completely disappeared.
We got
He likes
nothing.
to do that in the first hour.
But the CVD is at negative 2,500 on ES. We got big orders down at 67.56.
What are you using to watch the DOM?
I'm using Bookmap.
Okay, so you have it on a separate screen there.
Yeah, separate tab.
Yep.
Look at that dollar bounce. What happened there? Oof. I thought there was no news today. Wow.
Did something happen?
I'm not sure, because Bitcoin didn't respond. So I'm always dubious when the dollar moves up, equities move down, but Bitcoin doesn't.
Yeah, that's a big bounce for dollar.
Well, is that support there at 25,000 for NASDAQ?
Well, it did kind of wick off the S1 line, but we didn't completely close the gap for the session yet.
Right. And we're just about to 25.83. That's EVWAP. That's where I would want to short. Maybe even at 25.100.
Sure.
Oh, man. So painful. All right, let's see here.
Is it painful just waiting for you?
No, it's painful that I was waiting for this down move last night, and it just didn't come. It did not come. I'm not sure what to do for... if I'm going to be looking for waterfall moves like this, I find it very difficult to see the signs beforehand. So I keep trying to get in preemptively and then I get washed out. And even as I look at the chart now for when we fell today, like I wouldn't have anticipated this was the fall, but that's what happened. So it's like maybe I'm trading it wrong. Maybe I should not be looking for these waterfall moments because there's no way to anticipate them beforehand. We'll see.
How many trades are you in now, Nick?
For the day?
Yeah.
Just pre-market.
Got it. Still waiting for something.
All right, we hit EVWAP. Let's see
and
how it
now I'm in a
responds here.
short.
Hey.
Look at that. I actually took a trade.
Nice.
No, I took that short. It's going to just rip my face off going higher.
Seems like it. It's still trying to push above VWAP there.
No, I think it turns and goes down. I think you guys are in a good spot here. Question for Mike.
Yep.
When you're trading, so if you're trading off you're using a session VWAP as well as the EVWAP, why not choose whichever one is the furthest from your current price as the level to look at?
I have found, at least in my own experience, that session VWAP has a lot more strength than EVWAP does. The market tends to respond there more frequently, but there are times where it goes beyond it, and then I look to EVWAP from there.
Got it. Oh, nice little initial pullback here.
So I'm also in a short at 0.63. I wanted to wait for a little more confirmation that we were pulling off a VWAP there.
I see.
All right, on my personal account, I'm short NQ 25,066.50. And it's out.
That was quick.
Awesome.
Went for 10.
$300.
Nice. All right, short sellers, do the thing.
Come on now. So do you do any of your kids trade, Nick?
Not yet.
They're not like banging on your door, teach me how to trade. I want to be involved in this. Seems like fun.
The no, you know how kids are. They always have their own thing going on. They're smarter than you 100% of the time. So all right with that. No, in all honesty, my son is expressed interest in it, but he's also going to school full time, and honestly, his education is more important than anything else, as far as I'm concerned. People talk about, oh, well, you can make a ton of money trading and da 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 da, but the world doesn't need another stupid trader.
Well, what I find is that trading teaches great risk management in your own personal life, the understanding of how to make decisions. And so I do teach my kids about it, but so that they know. I mean, they're all young, but it's a great shorthand. If they're going to go to a party or they say, oh, I'm not going to go to this party, I say, well, what's the upside of that party? What's the asymmetrical upside for that? What's the downside? Why wouldn't you go? Why wouldn't you take that trade, let's say? And it helps their understanding of when to do something or not. So I find it super, super useful. I wish I learned this sort of thing in school. I wish there was some class that you had to take in your last year or whatever that says, hey, this is how you can trade, even if you didn't want to specifically trade.
Even just a class on what moves the market. What moves the market? What are the... Okay, it's got a little push down here again. What moves the market? What? How is the NASDAQ weighted as compared to ES?
That's right.
Options. What is what are the Greeks? What do they mean? Things like that. Kids don't they don't have any exposure to that, and therefore it's intimidating when they decide that they want to get into it.
Yeah, I think
All right, I just moved my stop into a profitable area because
Right.
why not? I don't have much faith right now that it's gonna rip below this opening range low. If it does, great. If not, I made a couple bucks.
Well, the S&P, the ES has some move to go to catch up to how the NASDAQ fell. The low end I have for that is 67.36 would be my target for ES for the day. So let's see if we get there. How's that short looking, Mike?
It feels like it's consolidating at VWAP here. I'm still kind of waiting for something to happen.
Yeah. If the 50-minute candle closes here and we haven't gotten down to 25.043, that would, oh, is it going to make its way there? There it is. Come on.
And I'm out.
You did it. Awesome.
Woo!
Nice work, Nick.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, so do we finally close the gap here this morning?
Yeah, I think we go much further than that. Because these bounces back up have not been substantial. There's like no weight to them.
Mm-mm.
All right, so there's the
excuse me.
That was the 25.44 level here. So the question is, does this follow through on the NASDAQ? Interesting. How important, Nick, is it to you to, are you part of any like trading groups? Do you like trading with other people, or is to you trading a solo affair?
So I am trading with the ASFX group. And also, have you ever seen the podcast Behind the Charts?
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
So Randy Baines, Christine, Thomas, and Dave. Trading with them actually, it does help because we've been doing live streams. So it keeps me from FOMOing into a bullshit trade. Having other people who, frankly, are better traders than I am by far, giving me, either confirmation or something else to look at when I'm on a chart, it does help. Just a different point of view, if nothing else.
That's exactly how I feel. I thought it was going to affect me in a different way. I thought I would have to like prove myself and then overtrade accordingly. But trading with Mike every day has just been, wow. I've been so much more careful because I just don't want to. Mike is my indicator, basically. I haven't told him this, but if he does not agree with it, if I use his mentality, and there's something very interesting. If he thinks about going long and I think about going short, because he doesn't sound like the voice in my head, I actually think about it differently. So it's fun.
Well, you can both make money on that trade. If he goes long and you go short, depends on the duration of the trade, how you manage it, what your risk parameters are, where your stop losses and take profits are. It's just how you're managing the trade more than anything. Right now, if you take a long, you're probably going to get bit in the ass. But
that's right.
Who knows?
So I love to see what case he makes for it, and it, God, it's so useful. I can't make Mike into an indicator. That's the thing. So it's it's great to have him here.
All right, I took my one trade for the morning, so I'm gonna go grab some coffee. You guys need anything?
I'll have some coffee. Go ahead and send some my way.
I'll Uber it to you. So can you guys hear the ocean behind me through this mic?
You were saying earlier, though, that they're still releasing turtles out there?
Yeah, I think they're done now.
Turtles are free.
They released a bunch of sea turtles this morning. Watching those little things, they're 3 inches long, just flippity-flopping out to the ocean.
I thought releasing turtles was like a euphemism, but you guys are talking about turtles.
No, yeah.
Whoa, hey, easy there, killer. This is a family
I don't know
show.
what you're into, Tom, but I'm not playing that game.
I don't know, man. Tom's a weirdo. I mean, I'm not judging. I've done some weird shit in my life too, but whew, just not in front of the kids.
100.
If Dave the Market Butcher's still watching, he gets really embarrassed. His cheeks turn red.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I know who that is.
You know Dave Butcher?
I don't think so.
No?
I know
You
Randy.
know Randy and Rebecca, though, right? Yeah.
I will follow. I'll follow Dave here, though. How's
Dave
your?
is a fun
Do you
guy.
have any social media handles people can follow you on, Nick?
I started
Yeah.
a YouTube thing. I've been streaming with the entire the gang from Behind the Charts. Got a Twitter account, which whatever. I really don't care all that much about either of them. If they grow, they grow. If they don't, no skin off my nose.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, just go into the description of this video. You'll have the links there. Definitely worth a follow.
I'm gonna go grab some coffee and let this
see you back
play
in a
out a
sec.
little.
All right, Mike. So this is one of those things where it's going to go sideways until noon, and then from noon it'll pick a direction and go straight down to that 24,865 level. That's my call.
That's my call too. I'm also pretty close to that 8:30 mark for me, 9 or 10:30 Eastern time, where things start to fall. ATR comes down, and there's not much of a move anymore. So I'm ready to pretty much call it here soon, unless we can get a real clean rejection off of VWAP, which is what I've been watching this whole time. It's just consolidating around it, though.
Are you in a gold short at all?
No. I decided that was the other rule I established in the last couple of weeks is I need to stop having too many things going on at the same time. Because even doing the automated gold strategy was distracting me from trading NQ, even though it was automated. It's just because it was, I watched the P&L affecting the live P&L of my NQ position, and it was throwing me off.
Right.
Yep.
Oh my God. So I don't know what to do here, Mike, because I can't stay up every night trading Asian sessions. That's not going to work.
No.
I'm there like double dosing creatine in order to make it through. I'm like, this is not working for me.
Yep.
But it's just too traumatic for me. Some of these moves on the 930, you could just lose your shirt. So I think I have to have like 2 different prop firm accounts, like don't daisy chain all of them all together in the same one. I would have one that's just for the US sessions and another one's for the overnight, because I feel far more confident. I'll take maybe 2 to 4 trades on the Tokyo sessions, then I'll like maybe leave certain trades on my charts for the London. I'm already asleep, but then I don't want to trade those same accounts when I'm doing 930. It just feels like anything can happen in a 930. I almost want to scale down my risk by having maybe only 2 accounts, prop firm accounts at the same time there. So I think that's how I'm gonna have to separate it, because then I just feel so bad. Not bad, but I mean, like, I'll blow out a prop firm account when I go, well, if I just continued with the Asian thing, it would have been fine. Like, why am I mixing these 2 things together? Like you were just mentioning, the gold trade and the NASDAQ trade in the same account can sometimes mess you up.
Yeah, I do think you kind of have to keep them separate. That way the P&L doesn't affect the same account. And given how tight the drawdowns really kind of need to be on these accounts, that seems to make the most sense.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. Some more volume coming in on the sell off here on the NASDAQ. All right. Well, Nick, we're almost ready to wrap it up here. But before we go, I just wanted to give you a chance here. You did say that you started the your socials recently, but like, how, are you planning on being prolific about posting on Twitter or your videos on YouTube? What can people expect to see though?
More on it's more on YouTube than anything, because I have been doing the live streams with the behind the charts people. So sorry, I'm looking at the short here. Yeah, more on YouTube than anything. I've been posting on Twitter a little bit. My YouTube is that Mustang Trader, which I'll tell you why it's named that at some point. Don't worry, it's nothing weird.
Oh man,
dang it!
No, I'm sorry, I can't get weird. No, it was on a podcast. I had a really good day. We'll just leave it at that. It was my best day of the year, and Austin and James were talking about it on their podcast at length, and James made a joke about it, saying, "Oh, he read a book called The Last Dance, the Phil Jackson book, from when he was the head coach for the Bulls, Michael Jordan and all that." And somebody went to Dennis Rodman and was like, the offensive coach was telling him, hey, trying to tell him what to do. And Phil Jackson just walked out and went, hey, you don't put a saddle on a Mustang. So James described me as that, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
That's great. All the best nicknames are earned.
Well, it was funny because that day I was trading, I think, 54 accounts and made like $2,200 per account on it. So in that group, you post your daily report cards, your trades, and your P&L. And when I posted that P&L, I think Austin said that he's like, man, if Nick just made that much money, I'm going to drive to Detroit and punch him in the ding dong. He didn't, thankfully, but
nobody's a fan of that.
No.
Some people are.
Well, we're keeping it weird again.
I am.
All right, guys. Well, Mike, how do you feel? We can wrap it up here. If you guys are interested in seeing more trading, of course, we're going to be back here tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for more trading. We do this Tuesdays to Fridays. If you guys are interested in setting up your own Traders Pulse account, please go to traderspulse.io, sign up for a free trial. You can also use the coupon code you see at the bottom of the screen, PropScaling20, in order to get 20% off your subscription. And yes, it works on add-ons. So if you already have an account with Traders Pulse, you can still take advantage. Guys, it's been fun. Nick, you're always welcome to come back whenever you like. We certainly invite you back again. You're fantastic. We hope that everyone's trades always ends up in the green. And as always, we wish you happy trading.
Cheers, everyone.
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.